Welcome to Sri Harshini Engineers Academy Civil Engineering Knowledge Lecture Series. So in this video we are going to discuss about the design of water tanks Viva questions. So these questions are very useful for your Viva or any other interview also. So we prepared some most important questions which is useful for your Viva purpose as well as interview purpose. See the questions here. Before starting this session, I request you all, if anybody till now, anybody didn't subscribe my channel, please do subscribe and like my videos and share with your friends. Tell them to subscribe. After subscription, don't forget to tap on the bell icon for more updates. See the questions here. Have a look at the first question here. Which method is used for the design of water tank? So we used here the method is working stress method. Clear cover required for design of water tank is minimum 25 mm. Coming to third question. For the serviceability requirement, permissible crack in water tank for the aggressive environment is 0.1 mm. Coming to next question here. According to IS 3370 part 2, permissible tensile stress in HYSD bar is 130 Newton per mm square. Coming to next question. According to IS 3370 part 2, permissible tensile stress in M25 grade concrete is option is 1.3 Newton per mm square. Next question is, if the dimensions of water tank is less than 15 meter, in this case minimum steel required of the steel is 0.24%. If the dimensions of water tank is greater than 15 meter, in this case minimum steel requirement of steel is, see the answer here, 0.35%. Coming to next question, minimum thickness required for the base slab in water tank is 200 mm thickness is required for the base slab in water tank. Coming to next question, what is the minimum steel required for the base slab in water tank? Minimum steel required in the base slab in water tank is 0.24%. The tanks situated underground. The walls of the tanks are to be generally designed for earth pressure and water pressure. Coming to next question here. In this case, in the case of water tanks, the permissible shear stress for M20 grade concrete is dash Newton per mm square. So this value we will take from table. Okay, that is 1.7. Mention the grade of concrete which is used in construction of water tank. Mention the grade of concrete which is used in the construction of water tank. Concrete mix of grades M20 to M30 are commonly used in the construction of water tanks, right? So high quality concrete, in addition to providing water tightness and also higher resistance to tensile stresses developed in the tank walls. Okay. Mention the three factors that must be considered while designing a RCC tank. So see what are those three factors: strain, water tightness, or stability. Coming to next question, mention the reinforcement details that should be provided in a water tank. Minimum area of steel is 0.3% of gross area of section up to 100 mm thick, reduced to 0.2% in section up to 450 mm thick. For sections about 225 mm thick, provide 2 layers of reinforcement. So any section on 225 mm కన్నా ఎక్కువ ఉంటే thickness అనేది, we have to provide 2 layers of reinforcement. The percentage of reinforcement in base or floor slab resisting directly on ground, that must be not less than 0.15% of the concrete section. Okay. Next, coming to next question here. What is the foundation specifications for small capacity tanks? For small capacity tanks, individual footings for columns can be provided. In fact, the footing will depend upon the nature of the soil and type of stacking. In case of low-lying areas of low safe bearing capacity with high groundwater table, pile footing are provided. In any case of foundation slab, lean mix of 1:4:8, that is 150 mm thick, may be provided as a leveling course. Okay. Coming to next question. What are the methods available for analysis of circular water tank? IS code method, Reasoner's method, Carpenter's method, approximate method. So what are the two methods of analysis of rectangular water tanks? Approximate analysis and exact analysis based on elastic theory. Okay, now these are the two methods used for the analysis of water tanks. Okay, so these are the some important questions we gathered and explained you in this video, which are very useful for your comprehensive viva. So all of you once go through this video and watch these videos clearly. If you have any doubts, tell in the form of comment. Okay. If you like our content, if you like content in this video, please do like and share with your friends and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to tap on the bell icon for more updates. Thank you. Thank you for watching.